Good morning, class. Please put away our phones, books, food, anything that is fun because this is school. Today we will be doing an exponent and radical review. We are going to start with the basics. We're going to start with multiplication. So, when you have two bases, you multiply the bases together and you add the exponents, these numbers, together. So it is going to be x. 2 plus 6 is 8 to the 8th power. Now, you will combine all like terms, but first you do main numbers. So 5 times 1 is 5, and 5 times 7 is 35. Now, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 plus 4 is 7. And 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is 7. You see there is a c squared and there's no other c squared, so you'll just bring that down also. Any questions?
Yeah. What do you do if the exponent is 0?
If the exponent is 0, then the answer will just be 1. Okay, now we are going to do division. When you divide, you subtract the exponents and you divide the bases. So 1 divided by 1 will be 1, and 6 minus 3 is 3. That's supposed to be an x. I'm so sorry. X to the 3rd power. Okay. So with this one, there's a negative. You're going to have to bring that negative to the bottom to make that a positive. So it's going to be x squared y to the 4th power times 4x squared over y to the 3rd power. Then you're going to combine like terms, so that is going to be x to the 4th power, and there's not another one for y, so it's y to the 4th power over y to the 3rd. 4x to the power of 4 and y to the power of 4 over y to the power of 3. When you subtract them, it is going to be 4x to the power of 4 over y. Any question?
Yeah. Why does the division problem have start with multiplication?
Because at first it's going to start with multiplication, but it's going to turn to a division problem when you drop the negative at the bottom to make it a positive.
Okay.
Now we're going to do distribution. And when you distribute a number, you distribute it to both numbers. So it's going to be x to the power of 3 and y to the power of 3. You're going to distribute the 7 and this to each term in each of these. So the 7 is going to go to the 2, the 1, and the 3. So it's going to be It's going to be 14, and then you're going to add the 2 to that x. That's going to be x to the power of 3. And there's no y, so you're just going to bring down that y. You're going to add that. And in this one there is no, so it's still going to be 7 because there's a 1. 7. And then you're going to add the y's. The y's are going to be 6. And the x's are going to be 5. Then that is going to be 1. The x's are going to be 3. And the y are going to be 4. Any question?
Yes. When you're distributing, do you multiply then distribute, or do you distribute and then multiply?
You distribute first and then you multiply.
Okay.
We're going to be doing radicals and exponents now. Yes.
What is a radical?
A radical is basically just a square root sign.
Okay.
Alright. So for radicals, when you see it in this form, you're going to be putting it into a square root form. So what is on the what is inside the parentheses is what is going to be inside the radical. So it's going to be 4x 1 3. But you do not have to put that 1. So this will be 3. This one is going to be 13 square root y. Yes.
Why is only the y in the radical?
Because the exponent is only with the y. If there are parentheses, then the 13 would be in there also.
Okay.
Right. This one is going to be 16 and 1 half. And this one is going to be, and this one is going to be 4 1/3 to the 5th. Okay. This one is going to be 16 over 12 to the 1/3. And for this one, you're going to solve a radical equation. And I already did it, so I'm just going to walk you through it. So right here, you have the number inside the radical. And you're going to basically find the square root of that, and it is 8. So 8 times 8 is 64. And this number right here is going to be distributed to the 8. So 8 3 times is 512.
Okay, I understand. Multiply, you add, divide, you subtract. If you don't forget these, then you got it down pat. It's easy to remember. Just remember the math, multiplication, division, and add and subtract. Exponents, 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 exponents. Hey, a radical and radicals just like cousins. When they hang out with each other, they can make a big discussion. Hey, hey, hey. It's easy to remember. Just remember the big sign. If you do the step right, everything will be just fine. Radicals, and radicals, and radicals, and radicals. Ooh, radicals, 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 radicals. When I say exponents, you say radicals, exponents.
Radicals.
Exponents.
Radicals.
When I say radicals, you say exponents, radicals.
Exponents.
Radicals.
Exponents.
Exponents and radicals.
Math.